Hey guys, welcome back in LINQ course. In today's lecture, we will see conversion, operators, aggregations, and quantifiers. First, let's talk about conversion functions. In conversion functions, we have ToArray, ToList, ToDictionary, ToLookup, as enumerable, as queryable. We will explore these all functions one by one. First, I'm going to write ToArray conversion function. We use this ToArray function when we need array data structure properties like array's contiguous memory and fixed size. dbContext dot students dot ToArray. Now this ToArray function will return all the students list in the form of array. Then if we need list data structure properties or dynamic size, then we will use ToList function. So dbContext dot students dot ToList. Now it will have all the list properties, so we can add new elements and its size grow dynamically, exactly like a list. Now if we want to convert our data into dictionary like data structure, then we will use ToDictionary function, which will convert it into key value pair. dbContext dot students dot ToDictionary. But now we need to define our key. Here I'm using ID as a key. But in dictionary we have one value against one key. But if we want to have more than one values against one key, then we will use ToLookup. ToLookup function is a combination of group and dictionary function. So let's use it. dbContext dot students dot ToLookup. In lookup I'm using phone number as a key. Now against one phone number we have more than one values, as this ToLookup function is a combination of group by and a dictionary. Next two conversion functions are as enumerable and as queryable. Now if we want to convert our local query into interpreted query, then we will use as queryable like this. ToList dot as queryable. So this ToList local query converted into interpreted query. Now if I want to convert my interpreted query into local query, then I will use as enumerable. Now let's see these queries in debug modes. Now if we see ToDictionary data structure, here we have a key and values. Against each key we have one student's value. Now if we see ToLookup, in ToLookup we have more than one values against one key. Here our key was phone number, so we can see against phone number we have more than one values. Next we will see element operators. Now conversion functions are converted our data into collections. If we want to extract one value, then we will use element operators. In element operators we have first or default, last or default, single or default, and default if empty. Let's see these all in example. Now this first function will return the first value from the collection by default, but if there is no value then it will raise an exception. So to overcome this problem we will use first or default. First or default will return value if there exists any value, otherwise it will return null. We can use these both first or default functions with or without the condition. Then exactly like this we have last element operator. This last operator will return last value, and if we have no value then it will raise an exception. Again in this case we will use last or default. Last or default will return any value if there exists, otherwise it will return null value. Next element operator we have is single. Now this single method is used to return the single element from the collection which satisfied the condition. In case if the single method found more than one element in collection or no element in the collection, then it will throw the invalid operation exception. So we can use the single operator function only on the values which are unique in our collection. For example, I can use it on primary keys or IDs. First will return first value from all the given values, and last will return last value from all the given values. but single asserts that one and only one element should be exist in the sequence. So for single and single or default, there is only one record present in the database, or you can say if you query on database with the help of primary key of table. Again, in this case, if there is no value against single, then it will raise an exception. So to solve this problem, we use single or default. Next, we will see aggregation method. In aggregation methods, we have count, long count, max, min, sum, and average. Now let's see these all in practical example. First, we will see count and long count. Count returns integer, while long count will return long. Next, there is max function. Max returns the maximum value from our collection. Next, there is a min function. Min will return the minimum ID of student. Then in aggregation function, we have sum function, which will return the addition of all the values. Another aggregate function is average function, which will return us average of all the values. After aggregation functions, now we will discuss quantifiers. There are three kinds of quantifiers in LINQ: contains, any, all. First, let's discuss contain quantifier. Contains operator is basically used to make sure whether the specified value available in the collection of element or not, and it returns a boolean value as a result. Next quantifier is any. Any will also return true or false value on the basis of the given condition. Next, we will see all operator. All operator is used to check whether all elements in a sequence or collection satisfy a particular condition or not. Now, if all the students' IDs have value greater than 0, then it will return true. If any single ID have value less than 0, then this all operator will return false. So this is it for today. Hope you understand the entire lecture. If you have any question or query, you can ask in comments. If you like my lecture, then please like, subscribe and share my channel. Thanks for watching.